Hi. Today I discuss about the architecture of the computer, basic architecture. That means how to CPU works, central processing unit, the different types of input device and output devices, and the most important part is memory. About memory, that means primary memory, example RAM, ROM, secondary or storage memory, or the cache memory. That means L1, L2 cache. And lastly, we know the different units. That means what is bit is the minimum size of storage memory, and what is the maximum size, that is geobyte. So we know about the different unit of the computer systems. Okay, let's start. In this video we know about the architecture of computers and different input output device. That means the example of input output device and the storage devices. Okay, let's start. So this is the central processing unit, that means the CPU, and where we input with the input devices and output for output, and we always input here some data, data, and for informations. Okay, and here is the memory unit where we store the data, sometimes permanently stored or sometimes temporarily, or sometimes it's you use fastest memory like cache memory or cache memory. And this is the ALU, arithmetic logic unit, that means the mathematicals and logical informations or something like that we control by ALU. And ALU, you must remember, in ALU the main part is register A, and it is called accumulator. And different types of register also present in ALU like A, B, C, D, but the main register is register A, and it is the accumulator. Okay, you must remember it because it is important for exam basically. So it is the CU, that means it is the control unit, and it is the manager of the computer. And central processing unit is the brain, sometimes it's called brain of the computer, that means like processor, and it is also called the heart of the computer, and CU is the manager of the computer. Okay, let's go in next slide. Here we declare the P, that means it is the primary memory, and use here pen, it's primary memory, and this is secondary memory, and this is cache memory. Okay, so what is primary memory, secondary memory, and cache memory? We explain in next slide. Now basically we see what is data. There is a raw. Suppose if I say 150.819.47, what is this? Some people thought it is some locker number, or maybe some password, or it can do anything. But when I do here use some slash 15/8/1947, now say what is this? What is this? Look here, this is a date, not only a simple date, this is our Independence Day, 15th August 1947, and you must remember this day is Friday. Okay, so here it is a data, but after processing it's become informations. Okay, sometimes data and informations, basically information definition is very critical, because sometimes if you understand this is information, if you not understand this is your data. Okay, and data after become informations. And here is example of some input device. Okay, this is keyboard and mouse. Most of the computer we use this, and this is joystick, and this is microphone, and this is touchpad. Okay, so all are input device. Like scanner is also the input device, and here is the output device. This is projector, this is monitor, and it is also the monitor, and this is the printer, this is headphone, and this is also the speaker, and this is printer, and this is this type of printer is plotter. Okay, this is plotter, and this is, suppose it's probably look like inkjet printer or laser printer. Those two type of monitor here, one is so long and another is so thin. So this is otherwise LCD or LED. So these monitors are basically otherwise LCD, that means liquid crystal display, otherwise it is LED, light emitting diode. Okay, in CR cathode tube, cathode ray in a tube, and here is use a film. Let's next slide. And this is the memory unit. So we define here the primary memory, that means here data temporarily storage. Okay, the example, this is RAM, this is RAM, and this is ROM. So RAM and ROM is an example of primary memory. Storage memory, where data permanently stored, like hard disk. This is hard disk. Flop, and the size of this floppy drive is 1.44 MB. 1.44 MB. MB means megabyte. Okay, so 1.44 MB size is very minimum size, but first we use it, and this is our chip. In every mobile we use it as a memory. This is CD or DVD. CD means compact disc, and the DVD means digital versatile disc. Okay, the size of the CD is basically the normal size, where the radius is 13 centimeter. Basically the size of this CD is 700 MB. Okay, 700 MB the size of CD. CD, that means compact disc. But when we use DVD, digital versatile disc, that time the size of a DVD is 4.7 GB, that means gigabyte. Okay, so, and here is look a naked hard disk. This is called is read write head, and this is called spindle, and this called platter, look like CD. Okay, and read write head can move in like this. Okay, and when he move in different track, that time it's called, yes, seek time. Okay, cache memory, the fastest memory in the computer. Okay, now how to cache memory work, and what is the position of this memory, I discuss in next slide. You must remember it. Every examination in any competitive exams or in class exams is must be important. What is the position of the cache memory? It is in between CPU and RAM. What is the main function of this cache? To maintain the speed. Okay, CPU want more and more jobs, but RAM can't do this. It is one of the fastest memory, but can't do this to supply CPU as per its requirement. So cache can store and supply it. Sometimes this cache memory fails to you want, that time it's called miss. And if he supply actually CPU want, that time it's called hit. Okay, now it's most important and most basic questions in any type of examinations. What is the difference between RAM and ROM? Basically, you look, there are different look. RAM is an external, that means it is not inbuilt in motherboard. It is external memory. Okay, so it is external, that means we can change the memory size easily, but it is inbuilt, so that means we can't change the size of the ROM. Okay, it is volatile memory, it means after power cut we forget everything. Okay, and it is non-volatile, it is called ROM. Okay, ROM means when we start the computer, the basic informations and how to work the motherboard, it's to be instruct in the ROM chip. Okay, different types of ROM are present. Basically we declare here EEPROM. Sometimes it's called PROM, ROM, EPROM, EEPROM. EEPROM, that means electrically erasable programmable read-only memory. Suppose somebody asks you what is the full form of PROM, PROM, that means programmable read-only memory. That time you say UV-ROM, that means ultraviolet erasable programmable read-only memory. Okay, and here is SRAM, DRAM, static RAM and dynamic RAM. This is the example. Okay, you must remember the difference between RAM and ROM. Now it is the most important. Okay, most important means because before you know the actual size, suppose somebody say 5 kg potato, that means you have an idea how the quantity, how much space occupied by this 5 kg potato. But in memory size, if you don't know what is the size, what is the unit size, that means very much difficult to know yourself that what is the actual memory size. Okay, here the 4 bits means 1 nibble, 8 bits means 1 byte, and 2 to the power 10 bytes, that means 1024 bytes is equal to 1 kilobyte, and 2 to the power 10 KB, kilobyte means 1 MB, 2 to the power 10 MB means 1 GB, and 2 to the power 10 GB equal to 1 TB. Actually we know it's enough to know, but for your general knowledge you must know this. So 2 to the power 10 TB means 1 petabyte, 2 to the power 10 PB means 1 exabyte, 2 to the power 10 EB means 1 zettabyte, and 2 to the power 10 ZB means wattabyte, and 2 to the power 10 YB means 1 brontobyte, and 2 to the power 10 brontobyte, that means 1024 brontobyte is equal to 1 geobyte. And you must know the highest memory unit at present, geobyte. Okay, next class we discuss another things. Thank you.